Hello everyone, I am Ajay Chakraborty. I'm studying computer science and engineering department in SAST. Uh, my uh, my topic is unemployment. Actually, this word, actually everyone has heard this word, but they don't know about it widely. What is unemployment? Let's know about it. Actually, the unemployment refers to a situation where individuals who are willing and able to work are actively seeking employment but can't find a job. It is a key indicator of the health of an economy and has significant social and economic consequences. If we want to know more about unemployment, then we have to know the key elements of unemployment. And these are labor force, willing and able to work, actively seeking employment, etc. If we talk about the types of unemployment, in this slide I am mentioning the three types of unemployment: frictional unemployment, structural unemployment, cyclical unemployment. Frictional unemployment, temporary unemployment due to workers transitioning between jobs. It's a normal part of a healthy economy. Structural unemployment, long-term unemployment due to market conditions declining in certain industries or skill mismatch, lasts longer than frictional unemployment. And the third is cyclical unemployment. Unemployment caused by downturns in the business cycle. Demand for goods and services declines, forcing companies to lay off workers. Again, there are other types, and we can mention seasonal unemployment, hidden unemployment, and under unemployment. Then we talk about the price stability and inflation and their relationship. What is price stability? Price stability refers to a condition in an economy where the general level of prices for goods and services remain relatively constant over time. This doesn't necessarily mean that individual prices never change, but rather that there are no persistent or rapid increases or decreases in the overall price level. The goal is to maintain the purchasing power of money so that a certain amount of money can buy roughly the same quantity of goods and services today as it could in the recent past and expected to in the near future. Then there are many key aspects of price stability. If we these are low and predictable inflation, maintaining purchasing power, foundation for economic growth. What is inflation? Inflation is defined as a sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. When inflation occurs, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services, leading to a decline in the real value or purchasing power of money. Inflation is typically expressed as a percentage change in a price index such as the Consumer Price Index or CPI over a specific period, usually a year. Then there are many key characteristics of inflation. These are general increase in prices, sustained increase, reduction in purchasing power, etc. And I told that There is a relationship between price stability and inflation. Price stability is essentially the absence of significant inflation or deflation. It implies keeping inflation at a low and manageable level. Central banks aim for price stability by actively managing monetary policy tools for control inflation. Then in this slide, there are three types of inflation mentioned. Low inflation, prices rise slowly, benefiting economic growth 0 to 9%. Galloping inflation, high inflation that can be damaging to the economy 10 to 99%. Hyperinflation, prices skyrocket rapidly over 50% per month. It is rare but very disruptive. And in this slide we will talk about inflation unemployment rate, because unemployment trade-off, because there is a relationship between inflation and unemployment. In this the structure, the slide, there is mention SRPC, the short run Phillips curve, illustrate that increased employment leads to a greater inflation. LRPC, the long run Phillips curve, posits that no trade-off exists in the long run. As LRPC is vertical at the natural rate of unemployment. And the third is trade-off. Attempts to lower unemployment beyond the natural rate can lead to rising inflation without long-term benefits. Understanding the interplay between inflation and unemployment is crucial for effective macroeconomic policy making. And the last part is the graph. What is that? The graph displays the relationship between the inflation rate, which is on the vertical axis, and the unemployment rate, which is on the horizontal axis. It illustrates the concept of the Phillips curve, showing both the short run and long run relationship. Here's the breakdown of the elements. SRPC, we just talk about that. LRPC and SRPC, the elements. But the points X, Y, Z, what is that? The points X, Y, Z lie on this curve, suggesting different short-run trade-offs between inflation and unemployment. Point X shows a relatively high inflation rate and a relatively low unemployment rate. Point Y represents a moderate inflation rate and a moderate unemployment rate. Point Z indicates a relatively low inflation rate and a relatively high unemployment rate. There's also mentioned 2 points K and J. These points lie on the long run Phillips curve, indicating that in the long run the economy will tend towards the unemployment rate represented by this vertical line, regardless of whether inflation is at the level of point K or point J. Therefore, we can say the graph illustrates the short-run trade-off between inflation and unemployment, and the concept that this trade-off doesn't hold in the long run, where the economy settles at its natural rate of unemployment. The topic is ended by this slide. I don't know how good it is, but lastly, if you see the video, then if it helps to enrich your knowledge of unemployment, then please like, share, and what you throw on the subscribe button, but please subscribe it. Thanks everyone for watching.